Hello friends, in this video you will learn why the brain remembers faces better than names, how an overactive mind creates memory overloaded, why memory works best through association not random walks. These all points plus some more points explain deeply so that you can learn easily and adventurally.
You reach out, grasp a stranger's hand, hear them say their name, and less than 3 seconds later, the information has vanished. This immediate memory wipe is a common cognitive framing error. It has nothing to do with your intelligence or the inherent quality of your memory. We can fix this by using a 4-step mental framework called the name linking protocol. This protocol exploits your brain's natural data sorting tendencies, tricking it into storing new names as permanent records rather than temporary noise. To keep a name, you have to move away from passively hearing it and start actively encoding it using this specific system. Step 1 begins before the introduction starts. You have to prepare your mental workspace. Most names are lost because of divided attention. If you are busy planning your own introduction or worrying about your appearance, your brain lacks the bandwidth to process incoming sounds. This chart illustrates cognitive overload. When your internal monologue is maxed out, the meter for the incoming name stays at 0. Right before the handshake, you must mute your monologue. This clears the workspace, allowing your brain to register the name. Step 2 takes place in the final second before the other person speaks. Scan the stranger's face and pick out one distinct physical feature. Evolution has equipped the human brain with specialized hardware for facial recognition, which makes visual data much easier to retain than words. Names are mostly arbitrary labels with no inherent meaning. Because they don't connect to your existing knowledge, your brain tends to discard them while successfully storing the visual of the face. If you focus only on the sound of the name while ignoring the face, you are fighting against your own biological programming. The facial feature you isolate now will serve as the physical anchor for the rest of this process. By clearing your bandwidth and identifying a visual anchor, you've prepared your brain to capture a name that it would otherwise ignore. In step 3, the moment the name is spoken, you must build a bridge between that sound and the physical feature you just identified. Your brain is designed to filter out random data, but it routinely stores information that is connected to an existing association. For example, if you meet a man named Mark who has very thick eyebrows, you have your 2 components, the name and the feature. Create an associative link by visualizing a familiar object that sounds like the name. Picture a literal permanent marker drawing right on those thick eyebrows. Picturing that marker converts the abstract sound of the name into a durable visual file. The brain prioritizes unusual or vivid information over the mundane. By making this mental imagery specific and vivid, you give your memory a much stronger hold on the connection. Now, you must move to step 4 to finalize the encoding. Immediately say the new name back to the person in a natural sentence. Speaking the name aloud serves as a real-time diagnostic test of the associative link you built. While you are speaking, verify that you can still clearly see your visualized object, the marker, in your mind's eye. Names that remain unlinked often disappear within seconds, but a visually linked and verbally tested name is much more likely to stay in your long-term memory. Here is your checklist. 1. Clear your workspace. 2. Isolate a facial feature. 3. Forge a visual link. 4. Lock the anchor. Following these steps chains a name to a permanent visual meaning, giving your brain a logical reason to retain the information. Try deploying this exact protocol during your next interaction today. Using the system once shows how easy it is to keep a name. You now have a mechanical process to control how your brain stores every new introduction you make.
So friends, if you learned something new, please hit the like and share subscribe buttons.